saints in lockstep.
Alrighty, now for the last question, number 4, we have find an equation for the exponential function graph. Okay, so the first thing that we notice is that we have a horizontal asymptote at y equals 7. Okay, so horizontal asymptote at y is equal to 7. So what that implies is that we shifted up 7, right? So we have a vertical shifting of 7. So whatever our function is, our exponential function is, it must have the form of something plus 7, right? Because normally our horizontal asymptote lies at y equals 0, but if we shift it up by 7, we should just add that 7 on there. Okay? Let's see, what else do we have? We could figure out our a, because a is just our vertical intercept, right? So that would be at 0, 5, so a must then equal 5. A equals 5. So now we're at f of x is equal to 5 times b to the x, and then plus 7. Okay? And now, actually, I'm going to backtrack and pretend I didn't say any of that previous stuff, aside from, hold on one moment, right there. Okay, starting over. So, I'm going to say that a is not automatically equal to 5. We don't want to do that because we have that our horizontal asymptote is not y equals 0 anymore. Okay, so this plus 7 kind of messes things up. So that was a perfect example of what you do not want to do. As in jump to conclusions, right? So what we're going to do instead is take our vertical intercept, right, which is basically just the point 0, 5, and what we're going to do is plug that into our function that we have here, okay? So what do I mean by plug that in? Then we have f of 0, which should be equal to 5, is then equal to a times b to the 0 power plus 7. There we go. So, and b to the 0, anything to the 0 power is just a 1. So we really have the equation 5 is equal to a plus 7. We subtract 7 from both sides, and we get that a is not equal to 5, but now a is equal to negative 2, just because we had that difference in the vertical shifting. Okay? So now we know that a is equal to negative 2, so let's continue this on the next slide with the information we just found out. So, we have f of x is equal to a, which is a negative 2, and then times b to the x, and then plus our 7. Okay, and what can we do now? Well, let's take a look at the graph again. Let me get that graph. Alrighty, so there it is. So we had our horizontal asymptote at y equals 7. We already used this vertical intercept, and now all we need really to find out our b is another point on our graph. Okay, and we can see that another easy point is 1, 1. So let's just use that. This means that when x equals 1, then our f of 1 is equal to 1 as well. Alright, so we have f of 1. It should be equal to 1, and is equal to, according to our formula, negative 2 times b to the 1 power, because x is equal to 1, and then plus 7. Okay, so if we just solve for b, we're just going to get the following. So we have subtract 7 from both sides, and we get negative 2b is equal to a negative 6. So then b has to be equal to a positive 3. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Now we just put together all of our information on the next slide. So overall, our f of x is going to be equal to negative 2 times b, which we just found out to be a 3, a positive 3, and then to the x, and then plus 7. Okay, and that is the ultimate formula for our function that we saw in the graph. Alrighty, so that wraps up the practice problems video for the section on graphs of exponential functions. I hope that helps, and good luck on your homework.